So we're doing some suspension upgrades on the shop E90. We got Ohlins coilover suspension in there, just getting them all settled in there now. The perches actually go up top on these, which is nice. The old ones, the perches go on the bottom, down there. So the rear end's all finished. The Ohlins are in. They're adjusted to their recommended track settings. That's 15 clicks and a certain amount of preload. Should be pretty good. Might have to make some light adjustments as time goes on, but we'll see how it performs first and go from there. Now moving on to the front. So what was on here before, I don't know if I mentioned. These are ISC coilovers. They are a pretty good budget option for like a beginner or for non-track use or just getting low on a budget. They feel pretty good, but we want to upgrade to the Ohlins. So I'll give you some updates as we go through that, and let's get started. So I've got the front all torn down. A couple of things to note I just wanted to talk about quick. When I pull these apart, I like to clean out the bore of the strut assembly, just so you can get all the loose paint scale and corrosion out of there. That way when you go to put a new shock in there, you won't have any problems with it sticking or being a pain when you go to remove it. You can also put a little anti-seize in here if you want to be careful. Now we just got to remove the old ISC coilovers, throw in the Ohlins, and we'll be good to go. So one other nice thing I wanted to talk about with the new coilovers, I'll show you the old ones for first. The ISC coilovers, these are single adjustable, and they only have camber adjustment built into the top hats. So all your caster adjustment comes from your caster rod down here. The other annoying thing with the ISCs is that they only allow for the camber to be adjusted to a certain degree on vehicle. The rest you'll have to do off vehicle. It's kind of a pain. The Ohlins are super nice because, let me get them over here. Let me show you the top hats. So the Ohlins have both caster and camber built into the top hats. The caster is largely not adjustable on vehicle, but that's fine. The camber, these plates allow you to adjust camber on vehicle. It's kind of hard to do with one hand. But if you lift it up, slide it, click it in, that gives your camber adjustment. So super easy, much better system than the old ISC coilovers. Very nice.
The Ohlins are fully installed. Ben got them done in about 4 hours, front and rear, with adjusting preload and rebound and all that good stuff. So we're going to lower it on some ramps. It's probably not going to settle out because the ramps are a little bit uneven sometimes. But once we get it on the ground, drive it around, we'll have a better view of how these coilovers sit. And then from there, we can decide if we want to go any higher or lower or just camber. Pretty high.
It'll settle out.
Yeah.
The helpers haven't fully settled, I think.
We'll just have to go drive it around a little bit. Well, here it is. Just went on a quick shakedown drive. Rears sit pretty good. The fronts are definitely really high up. So we're probably gonna have to lower the fronts maybe an inch. Yeah, that thing's a monster truck. Looks good though. Honestly, I did notice that some track cars, the front sits up pretty high, like the wheel gap, and probably because when you're going on those really hard turns and hitting curbs, you don't want to destroy your fenders. So, but for me personally, I definitely want to lower the fronts a little bit. I would say an inch. And the rears, honestly, I think I can live with the rears, maybe a tiny bit lower. All right, guys, so we're doing some coilover adjustment here in the front because if you saw, we had way too much wheel gap. So we're gonna lower it in Ohlins specification. Every 1 full turn rotation is 1.5 millimeters of height adjustment. So we're gonna give it roughly 10 turns, which will give us 15 millimeters, which is a little bit more than half an inch. So maybe we'll go 20 turns and get a whole inch. What do you think?
Yeah, I'm just going down a whole inch.
Yeah.
Ohlins original, I was going off their instruction manual. They specify having 5 3/4 inches between the bottom of the locking collar on the top and this guy. So I'm just bringing it down by an inch, since that's about the amount of wheel arch gap we had. And then if we need to, we can adjust it from there using the more precise measurements.